Hello, Gemini, and welcome to your mini monthly tarot reading for the month of March. Now, my name is Jennifer with Aqua Moon. For those of you that are new, just as a general reminder, I've already pre-shuffled and meditated with all the decks so that we can get started right away. And if you find that this message resonates with you, I do invite you to check out the collective energy clearing that I do at the end of all the readings. On the first week, you have the Six of Cups, and this is a very balanced energy. It is a very enthusiastic energy, very celebratory as well. It's almost like you're being like gently surfing into the month of March. And you have the Six of Pentacles. This is also a very balanced energy. But with these two cards coming up, there is a big message of being very mindful of how you give and take. Being very mindful that you are engaging in situations and partnerships. That could be personal work in whatever case, that you are in dynamics that equally give back to you, that you are very mindful of not being or continuing to be in one-sided situations. If nothing comes to mind, maybe journal around it a little bit or think about areas in which that might be the case. I'm going to use a very vague example, like watching the news. Maybe the news can make you, you might be giving your time or attention to the news, but the news can make you feel very tired or hopeless or depressed, in which case that wouldn't be an equal give and take dynamic. That's a very general, broad example, but it is coming up for you as a big message to be mindful of, especially during the month of March. Otherwise, together, there is a big need and call for just general balance in your life, both on an emotional level and a physical level. You have the Judgment card coming up in the second week. And you have the Ten of Discs, and the Judgment card is talking about having to make a decision, having to make a sound judgment call, if you will. And I'm getting that you will make the right call, you will make the right choice, you will make the right decision, because you have the Ten of Discs coming up. And Ten of Discs is a card of full fruition, a full manifestation of if some of you guys have been working on a specific project or goal, it's like you get to bring this project to light, you get to birth it, you get to kind of start to see its fruition. For others of you, it is I'm losing it. Oh, it's money related. You've got money coming in during the second week. And for others of you, or many of you, this is just a reminder that your ancestors are with you and they are guiding you. And I'm not sure if you can see them, and they are with you, surrounding you during this process as well. You have the Nine of Discs coming up for you in the third week. So I'm getting this month is already very career oriented, very project oriented. Nine of Pentacles is somebody that is successful. They have their own money, they have their own hobbies, their own goals, their own interests. It's a very independent card. It's a very, also I'm getting like a very self-actualized card. You have the Justice card also coming up for you. And this is talking about like you settling in to your own energy, you starting to feel comfortable with where you are, of you finding I'm getting like your right place or your right position. If you see like these three women, like there's one and she's like over here playing by the waterfall, this one's playing with the crystal, this one's playing with the deer, and they're kind of all doing their own thing, but they're still in community, they're still in relationship with each other or in harmony with each other. There's a balance, again, like a balance that's coming through without losing who you are, without sacrificing your interests, without putting others first. In the fourth week, you have the Daughter of Swords, and so I'm getting that like a little bit of extra clarity comes through, or a little bit of direction comes through. At the very least, you're feeling more inspired and you're feeling stronger within yourself and wanting to take charge and move forward or keep going. And you've got the Priestess of Cups. And the Priestess of Cups is a very creative energy. It is a very intuitive energy. And so I'm getting that it's like the balance or the balancing that happens at the beginning of the month. It starts to shift your energy. It starts to bring in harmony. It starts to bring in like a fitting in, and it puts you in a softer, like creative, dreamier energy towards the end of the month. And so I'm getting that this wave that you ride in at the beginning of the month, it's like pushing you out of winter season or out of Pisces season, I would say, and into March, which starts your spring. So I feel like it's been a long time coming for you, this shift in energy. All right, let's get guidance for each of the weeks. You have surrendered your attachments to results. The formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen and then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. So yes, have your dreams and your goals in mind, but give it a little bit flexibility to what the final outcome is or what it fully looks like, because it opens you up to having something better than you imagined, and it also helps you release some of the control and the burden of feeling like you're the only one that has to make it happen. You have surrendered to miracles in the second week. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. Again, that opening yourself up to knowing that you are being supported, that things can change suddenly, that new information can come in, that you can be enlightened, that your energy can shift. A trust in yourself to make the right decisions as well. And you've got surrender negative thinking in the third week, with being very mindful of those self-sabotaging thoughts, being very mindful of when you can become ungrounded and shift into obsessive thinking or worst case scenarios, or just fears of the past, right? Like maybe it didn't work before, why would it work now? It's pointless to try, why bother, too hard, too much, too soon. all those thoughts that aren't serving you. It says you have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. You might want to have or write positive affirmations for yourself this month. And you have surrender your fear of intimacy coming up in the 4th week. It says you are ready to let love in, compassionately identify, and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. And so I'm getting 2 messages here for the singles and the non-singles. And for the non-singles, yes, there are still blocks that you need to look at that involve surrounding intimacy and understanding the different forms of intimacy, whether it's like physical intimacy, emotional intimacy, doing stuff with others type of intimacy, maybe researching and understanding what those are. For my Geminis in committed relationships, it's talking about how can you add more depth to your partnerships? How can you add more depth to, this is going to be for both of you, to partnerships that are not just necessarily romantic? How can you allow others to see you and connect with you on a more deeper level, and being willing to explore and look at the blocks or the walls that you have in place to stop those deeper connections? That I'm getting is like a more personal, like, hey, by the way, while you're experiencing or shifting and thinking about money and success, there's still other things that you might want to start thinking about. So let's pull one chakra card to close out your reading. And you have peace. And it says in stillness, the answer will be revealed. And it is a crown chakra stone, and it is clear quartz. And so I'm getting that this is going to be more pertinent to you in the middle of the month of March. Allowing yourself to stay grounded, allowing yourself to prioritize your peace, or to be mindful of when making choices or decisions, which ones are going to bring more peace to you. And maybe even doing some crown chakra work to allow guidance to come through to you as well. All right, Gemini, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope these messages were helpful to you, and we'll see you guys at the next readings. Bye.